Hi, I'm Emily. My channel is called Karamshin Makeup. This is my first video. Um, so I thought I would do a sunset eyeshadow look today with Anastasia Beverly Hills, some NYX, some Makeup Forever, maybe a little bit of Sephora brand. Um, I'm already primed with the pore minimizing one from Smashbox. And in the eyes, it is Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. So I'm going to take my beautiful baby Modern Renaissance, who's a little worse for wear at this point. Lottie London brush that I got in a Ipsy. I'm gonna get Tempera, this shade, the one I put pan on. There's a little mirror, and I'm gonna put it as a base. There's a little mirror, and I'm gonna put it as a base. Now this. Okay. This is a good base. Okay, so since I'm doing a sunset look, I'm gonna go in. I'm going with Warm Taupe, which is this one right here. I always use that as a transition shade because so I like using that. Tap it off, circular motions, and blends like a dream. Eyeshadow from Anastasia Beverly Hills is honestly the best eyeshadow I've used. Okay, I am going to go in with, okay, so I have a NYX palette and I made it myself, so I'm not sure what it's called, but this is, I can look it up. I'll put it in the description. So yeah, I'm going to start with this yellow shade from NYX. I'll pack it on the brush, tap it a little, and go in from the inner corner to middle of my eyelid. This is difficult to do on camera, to be honest. Can't really tell if it looks good on camera. Same thing for the other eye. You're going to want to blend it in all nice. I like to go over my full eyelid because the basis is very warm. It's a very warm look. So I think it's good to have a uniform kind of yellow tone happening throughout the eye. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to add a little more to this eye. So, yeah, okay. So now I have the yellow. I'm going to go in with burnt orange. This is very pretty, kind of light orange. It's kind of brown a little bit. It has a nice nut more in the middle of my eyelid. Going towards the end again so that there's we have an easier time blending a bit more. Okay. Okay, and I wipe it off on my arm because I'm a professional. And blend it a bit more. Okay, so after that, I'm going to take the shade Tropica Queen N310 by Sephora brand. And it looks like this. It's very pretty shimmery orange. I'm going to pack some on the brush again, tap it away, and go in the middle of the eyelid, more towards the outskirts of the eye. Make sure you really pack it on with the Sephora one because it's not that pigmented. So you really actually need to use more than you'd think. Going to the outside and blending in. Add Realger, which is this deep orange in the palette. And it's right under Cypress Umber, which is more brown. So pack it on. Tap it away as usual. You know this by and just really pack that in to the outer corner of the eye, and of course blending it in with the other oranges that you've used before. I'm going to put more burnt orange on my brush. I'm going to blend it out right here, right in the crease, so that it really brings it together and makes it a lot warmer. So after, actually, you know what? I'm gonna pack some more real good on here. It's not looking very orange. Not looking too sunsetty. More like various shades of orange. To take the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow brush that comes with the palette and take the fluffy side and try and blend that all together to make more of a cohesive look. Okay. And then I'm going to add letter. I'll add Love Letter, which is this shade right here, a nice dark pink. It's very pretty. And tap it away. And work that into the crease and into the edge of the eye. And what it should do, hopefully it is doing at this moment, is deepen it. Pick up my Lottie brush again, go in with Love Letter, pack it on nice and harsh. No, not just pack it on there and work it into the eye crease. Just really blending it in with the orange. See, this is a little pink, to say the least. So we're gonna work more some of the real green here, go over the pink, just so it's more of a gradient look instead of just kind of looking like a whole bunch of colors are just kind of thrown on here. You use your finger, and that works out better. So I'm gonna use real glitter and go in. Wow, I'm going to put some burnt orange and I'm going to go mid crease, just kind of buff that in a little bit. And okay. Well, it's not turning into a sunset, but it's nice. So I'm going to just do the other one. I'll clean up the edges. I'm going to use this Real Techniques brush. I'm not sure what it is, but it's fairly fluffy. I usually use it to set the under eye. And we're going to blend this out and smooth out the edges. Looking pretty rough. And go in the yellow again and try and make this a little more of a sunset like I originally planned. With NYX eyeshadows, they can be a little rough to get into, so you're gonna have to kind of push it in a little to get some of the pigment off. But it's pretty pigmented once it gets off. It just needs a bit of help sometimes. Use the fluffy end of this brush. I'm going to dip into burnt orange, and I'm going to just buff it out. Just blend it out. Okay, so now I'm taking it off and just kind of going in and blending it all together. Yeah, so that's the eyeshadow for now. Okay, so usually I do the rest of my face and then I do the inner corner and stuff like that. Take my Maybelline Fit Me in shade 110. I'm very fair, so the absolute fairest is the best. I'm going to take my fake beauty blender. I'm going to dot it across my face, 3 dots on each side. So you tap it in blend it into the ear. Blending it into your hair is the best option, I find. I find it gives a more even look to it. Go over the top here because it kind of cleans it up and makes it look a little more put together. Just along the neck like that. I like putting it here. So. Foundation. Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles Concealer by Maybelline in Fair. So I think the lightest shade. Crack it up a few. And just press where I need it. My circles are very dark, so I can press as much product as possible, going in a triangular shape. Sometimes I'll recrank it just in case to make sure there's enough product on each side. Again, triangular shape. Getting into that corner as well since it gets very dark underneath my eyes. I'll sweep it right here where there are red spots. For me, I have a blemish. I'm going to cover that. Sometimes I have a few red spots along the cheek. My beauty blender and blend it in. I didn't put enough. Okay, so I take my fingers and I kind of run it down here so it's a little more blended. Blonde photo ready, which isn't very good for this, but all I have. So I'll load it up onto my beauty blender like this and just sweep it under my eyes in the thickest layer possible. So it looks a bit ridiculous, but we're gonna sweep most of this away in a few minutes. So what I like to do in between is get out my NARS compact. It has Orgasm and Laguna. I used Laguna as my bronzer. This Face Shop angled brush, and I'll load it up and kind of contour with it a little bit. It's cool toned enough that it doesn't look strange as contour. So I'll load up on the brush as well and really sweep over my forehead. With my freckles, it gets a lot darker in the middle of my face than the top of my face, so I like to load up on the bronzer up there and try and even that out a little bit. So, just under the jawline. I don't contour my nose because I don't really know what I'm doing, and I'd rather not make it worse. I'm going to take the same Revlon powder and load my brush and sweep the excess off. And just kind of take the brush and with the residue go over my face and kind of set it a little, having everything blend in a little better. Next, I go in with this really cute little sample of Hot Mama by The Balm. It's Beautiful Blush that I got a sample of in my Ipsy, and I really like it. So I load it up, put a little on my hand to sweep some of it off, and I will just sweep this across my cheeks. Yeah, any circular motion. Just kind of trying. This blush is quite pigmented. It's very pretty. It has kind of a corally pink look to it, and it's pretty shimmery, if you can see that in the quality of the camera. It's a little bit like NARS, but as you can see, it's much more on the coral side than Orgasm by NARS. So this is the time where I would use my mascara, which my favorite is Roller Lash by Benefit. It was given to me as a gift, actually, for my birthday. That's since become my favorite mascara of all time. I've tried the Better Than Sex one, but it kind of goes under my eyes very quickly. It comes off very quickly also, so it's not really my favorite. So I'll just load it up on the upper lashes. Some big. I like doing the ends a little longer because I like that kind of cat eye look that you get from doing that. I think it's nice when my eyes have that shape. So, alright. So, sometimes, and I'm not going to do that this time, but sometimes I will sweep one of the colors under my lower lash, but this I really want to keep kind of clean and open and a little different than what I usually do. So I will go back to my Modern Renaissance and I will pick tempera and a little bit of Vermeer, and I'll mix those and I'll put them in my inner corner and under my brow bone. Dip into both of those. Kind of sweep it in here as well. I like doing that because it kind of lightens up the eye. And I'll do the same thing. Watch out for tempera. When it gets to the bottom, it can get really powdery and it can kind of fly all over the place when you're using it. So beware of that. Okay, so let's sweep some under the brow bone. And yep, now I'm up to the lip. Makeup-wise, it is my weakness. It's very much my weakness. Today I'm going to use the matte lipstick by NYX in the shade MLS09 in Natural. I find that this is a very pretty nude. It's a little on the gray pink side, and I quite like that on my skin tone. I think it works. So anyways, this is the final look, and I hope you like it. And leave some comments below if you want another one like this or with a different kind of part of the palette. Or so thank you for watching, and my name is Cameron Makeup or Emily, and thanks. Okay.